the politician and the preacher. The recent quasi-controversy over the comments made by the Reverend Dr. Jeremiah Wright, retired pastor of the United Church of Christ, to which Senator Barack Obama both belongs and attends, has shown us how limited and how narrow is this new politics peddled by the freshman senator from Chicago. Although first popularized via the web, the Reverend's comments caused Senator Obama to say he was appalled by them and that they should be repudiated as they are so offensive. Just what were these comments? As far as I've heard, they were that Senator Hillary Clinton has an advantage because she's white, that she was raised in a family of means, especially when contrasted with Obama's upbringing, and she was never called nigger. Sounds objectively true to me. Reverend Wright's other remarks were that the country was built on racism, is run by rich white people, and that the events of 9/11 was a direct reaction to U.S. foreign policy. Again, true enough. And while we can see how such truths might cause discomfort to American nationalists, can we not also agree that they are truths? Consider, would Senator Clinton be where she is if she were born in a black female body, or if she were born to a single mother in the projects? As for the country, it may be too simplistic to say it was built on racism, but it was surely built on racial slavery, upon which its riches were based. And who runs America, if not the super-rich white elites? Who doesn't know that politicians are puppets of corporate and inherited wealth? Would George W. Bush be president today if he were named Jorge Guillermo Augusto and Mexican-American? We know the answer, don't we? In his ambition to become America's first black president, Obama is in a race to prove how black he isn't, even to denouncing a man he considered his mentor. As one who has experienced the black church from the inside, politics and social commentary are rarely far from the pulpit. The Reverend Dr. Martin L. King spoke of politics, war, racism, and social justice all across America. His fair-weather friends betrayed him, and the press condemned his remarks as inappropriate, unpatriotic, and controversial. Reverend King said the U.S. was the greatest purveyor of violence on earth, and that the Vietnam War was illegitimate and unjust. Would Obama be denouncing these words, as the white press and many civil rights figures did in 1967? Are they inflammatory? Only to a politics based on white corporate comfort über alles, or above all. Only to a politics that ignores black pain and distorts black history. Only to a politics pitched more to the status quo than to real change. Politics is ultimately about more than winning elections. It's about principle. It's about being true to oneself and honoring one's ancestors. It's also about speaking truth to power. It can't just be about change, because every change ain't for the better. From Death Row, this is Mumia Abu-Jamal. These commentaries are produced by Noel Hanrahan for Prison Radio.